Hey everyone, me Kevin here. Why is crypto crashing today? I have a suspicion as to what, in my opinion, is the biggest reason as to why we're seeing crypto crashing today. Now, I'm going to show you this because I've started talking about this idea back in January, and it was very, very true in April and May, and I expect this is why we're seeing crypto selling off specifically today as well. Look, I know there's China FUD, I know there are, talk about the crypto winter, the Bitcoin death cross. We've talked about so many of these things before, but I specifically in this video just want to give you one reason, and it's something that's really cool because you could keep an eye on this. You could literally line up the dates on the calendar for this. In my opinion, it's kind of like a cheat sheet. In fact, take a look at this, okay? This here, this is my TikTok. Right here, I'm just going to quickly play this little clip here and watch this, all right? Here we go. April 13th to 15th. This is when I want to sell Bitcoin. Here's why. There's going to be a ton of clickbait stuff going, oh my God, look what inflation's doing. So I've got April 13th. This is when I want to sell Bitcoin. In case I don't sell Bitcoin there, I'll make it for the 12th of May. And then we do this sort of gangster kind of music because it's like April 13th, peak crypto pricing. May 12th was a second peak on sort of the downfall of crypto pricing, right? That was in a course member live stream, which, oops, let me get that right. And I'm not trying to turn this into a pitch on the course, even though it was a course member live stream. You can get 40% off in the link down below, though. But no, the thing is, tomorrow, those particular dates were based on not entirely, not solely based on that. There were a lot of things that I was seeing back in January as to what these two dates could signal. But the big reason I picked those specific two dates was because that's when CPI data was getting released. And about 40% of people in surveys say they invest in cryptocurrency as an inflation hedge. We were expecting the worst inflation data to come out on the April release and on the May release. And if inflation indicated that we weren't seeing hyperinflation, I believe that we might potentially see cryptocurrencies at least rotate down a little bit. Now, why is that unique to what's happening right now? And look, don't get me wrong, okay? I know many of you, especially those of you watching a crypto video, are like, Kevin, let's be real, okay? The CPI data is rigged. I get it. I'm not here to try to shove this government crap data down your throat, okay? All I'm saying is, line up the charts, folks. Line up the charts to those two dates. You can't make it up. It's literally when CPI data was released, is when we had peak on those particular days and crypto prices fell. But wait a minute, Kevin. The next CPI data doesn't come out until tomorrow, July 13th. Yes, that's because markets adapt, in my opinion. Markets adapt. They're smart, or at least they try to be, right? They try to be efficient. If we had a peak of crypto pricing on the April release, and then again at the May release, we're kind of like sideways there in the June release, but we've got another release coming up here in July, the market might assume, okay, well, we'll either go down or we'll trade sideways, right? In my opinion, the market right now with why crypto prices are falling is pricing in the potential of that fall sometime tomorrow. And look at just the 30-minute charts right now that we're seeing. That's why we're seeing this sort of intraday sell-off, in my opinion. Again, I could be wrong. This is just my estimate. We're down 6% on Ethereum. Dogecoin following a similar pattern. Cardano down 4%, following a very similar pattern. And if I could get Bitcoin over here somewhere, here it is. I lost it again. Well, anyway, we could thank Webull for that, which, by the way, you could get 2 free stocks with if you go to metkevin.com/Webull, deposit $100. But anyway, we also see that right here, down about 3.84%. Now, we've been bobbing around some of these levels before, but this, again, it's just my opinion. Why are we seeing this now? Because the market is realizing, oh, got that CPI data release again tomorrow. So no guarantees. It's just an observation. It's a connection to make. Personally, I believe that's going to be a temporary impact. Oops, this is a little bit of a mess here. Hold on. Let's go back to chart here. See, the last release was on 610. Let's go to 610 here on Webull. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we were just sideways after 610. Yeah, 610's right here. We did have a little bit of a temporary drop. This is sort of the most recent example. Let's go to the hour chart and go over to 610. Yeah, and we can see kind of what we have here on Webull. 610. Here we go. 610. This is on the hour chart. So data comes out right around here. Look at that. You sort of had a red candlestick there. You had a little bit of depression for a few hours. And then we just traded sideways under that 37.7 resistance level. But we did escape that level too. We briefly popped up to 40 thereafter, about 5 days later. But right now, we're well under those levels. All right. So just something to consider. Those particular dates, for some reason, have been catalysts. One thing that I did notice this morning on the live stream is that it does seem like we are getting more and more consolidated with our crypto pricing in terms of volatility. So this is obviously a lot of volatility right here, all of this, right? If we just look at sort of the last 3 months here, look at this. We've got, you know, a good chunk. What is this? Maybe 2 inches on the screen right here. Then we go to about 1.5 inches. Then we go to about 1 inch. Now we're at about 1 centimeter. Right, our volatility is condensing a little bit. At the same time, volume has been, it's been relatively stable with a slight decline, which is good that with a slight decline of volume, we're seeing prices stabilize. It's very typical for momentum style investments to stabilize or consolidate with lower volume, and it can often set them up for a nice breakout to the upside. We'll see, though, the CPI releases, it's just weird how crypto reacts with them. Again, believe it or not, with the CPI, line up the dates, check especially the April date and the May date, the 13th and the 12th. Check those dates. It's insane. It's insane, folks. Those were peak days. So anyway, just my quick thoughts on crypto and its relation to inflation, whether or not we believe they're connected. The charts show they're connected. And I think we're seeing the sort of pre-planning of that today for tomorrow, which I'll be covering CPI live tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. California time. So stay tuned for the live stream. All right, folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.